you drop down, lose focus. When I think clap, that's a bonus. That cake looking appetizing. Backpack full, that's a crisis. Bring that body my way. Can't take it off my brain. Feel like you do ballet. Yeah, hold tight when you tiptoe.
Did you know that waking up early is one of the hardest habits to cultivate? And that seems completely impossible task during the day of single-digit temperatures. For me, waking up early has always been hard to do, particularly when we're facing cold and dark winter's morning. Each night, we pretend to promise ourselves that I'm always going to wake up early next morning. At least I used to do that and then set the alarm. But when the alarm does cue the next morning, most of us roll over and hit the snooze button, and you get more sleep and completely ignore the waking up process. So I'm gonna show you now how you can beat that in 4 easy steps, because I did that too. And first of all, now let's be honest for a second. You can't convince yourself to wake up early in the morning just because you watched my video. You must find the reason first as to what you are planning to do when you wake up early. Some of the reasons you can start with are exercises. You can go for jogging or going to a gym, or you can do some yoga at home. Other things you can do is to write a journal, and you can record your day planning or thoughts and feelings. And if you don't really want to do anything of that, then you just start by reading newspaper, or you can also watch some program television. So step number one is to find a reason. But the problem, even if you got a reason to wake up, it is still quite impossible for us to wake up early because it is too cold out there, making the whole wake up process being under control. So I'm gonna share with you now a really important things more than anything else. You know, we struggle to get out of bed simply because of what? Because of our habits of wearing box shorts, hard sleeves, or sleeveless t-shirts to bed, etc. When we do that, our bodies show resistance to leave that warm of comfy bed in the morning, so we can simply stop doing that. While in the other hand, if we wear warm jam pajamas with a pair of socks, trust me, you're gonna find it much easier to jump out of bed next morning. It is really works and it is really effective. So the step number two is sleep with warm clothes. The other things is the set of the alarm. It really works for me. When you got your alarm close to you, very much likely to hit the snooze button, while if the alarm clock is very way from your bed, then you're gonna need to work to get it off. So when you do that, you are out of your bed and the alarm clock is also off, and you really have enough reason to stay up. Therefore, you're gonna say to yourself that no, I'm not going back to the bed. Step number three, put the alarm clock far away from you. If normally you sleep at 10 o'clock, start sleep less than that, maybe 9:45, and after that 9:30, and so on and so forth. And try, this one is very important, try to avoid drinking coffee at least 3 hours before your sleep time, and try to do this at all your days, no matter what is, even a vacation or a hilarious days, etc.
You're too bad and you know it. When you drop down, lose focus. When I think clap, that's a bonus. That cake looking appetizing. Backpack full, that's a crisis. Bring that body my way. Can't take it off my brain. Feel like you do ballet. Yeah, hold tight when you tiptoe.
Did you know that waking up early is one of the hardest habits to cultivate? and that seems completely impossible task during the day of single-digit temperatures. For me,